All right, guys, I am so excited for this. This is my baby. I can't wait to share this with you. This is what the last year and a half of me getting into financial coaching has led up to. I am launching today the financial education movement. It is unlike anything else you guys have ever witnessed because it just isn't out there. And I created this course to empower Christian women to build purposeful and meaningful lives through financial literacy. Because if someone like myself isn't teaching it, it's not being taught. Life just keeps going, and people need to know there is a better option out there for leading a more meaningful life because finances are the number one stressor. And if we're not stressed, then we can be blessed. So, the next roughly 45 minutes is going to be on showing you what this movement is all about. Ah, technical difficulties. So, I am Holly O. If you are unfamiliar with me, I am a boy mom to a 16-year-old autistic son. He is the light of my life and everything I ever wanted in a child. I am so blessed to have him. And I, since 2015, have been an entrepreneur addict. I started my first company not even 6 months after being homeless, living on a bench in downtown St. Paul. I went from that in the summer of 2015, like I said, living on a bench in St. Paul, to starting my first company, Cane's Jerky, in December of 2015. Since then, I have opened two other companies, including Money Mastery for Her Coaching. I absolutely love it. And if you are an entrepreneur or are getting into it, you understand what I mean by when I say addicted because I do everything in accordance to my entrepreneurship. And it's crazy because I never would have thought that being an entrepreneur was like this. So, going on to the next thing, I am in recovery from alcohol and drugs. I just celebrated last month 18 years from hard drugs, mainly meth, and 2.5 years from alcohol, which I'm pretty dang proud of myself on those. And I hope you are too. But if you're not, you know, it is what it is. I'm still damn proud of myself. So, I am an artist. I have a fine art degree. I love painting and drawing and photography and music, but my main focus, my main medium the last few years, and I mean forever, has been cooking. I absolutely love cooking. If you follow me, you've probably seen a bunch of my cooking pictures, which before I eat, I seem to always take a picture, and the boyfriend just has accepted it. He knows that I take a picture before I eat. And also I travel. In the last couple of years have extensively made it a priority to save for traveling. I love seeing different parts of the country, and whether it be the mountains or the ocean, I love it all. And going into I am nobody. Who am I in the scheme of life? God has put on me that I am just here for a short time and I am trying to make a big impact on whoever wants to listen. I am no different than the person next door. And especially when it comes to finances, you will see anyone and everyone can prosper from finances. It is not a wealthy only prospect. And we are not taught that that is a thing. We have it in our minds that only the wealthy can get wealthy, and only if you're born into privilege will you stay wealthy or get wealthy. And that's just not the case. Not anymore, anyway. There is not a better time in history than right now to be able to build wealth. And I want to show you how easy it is to do that in this day and age. And the vision behind the financial education movement, because just like I said, it's the easiest time in history, and I believe everyone should have the same opportunity, no matter your background or skin color or anything that you deem is worthy of saying it's why you're poor, or just not feeling like you have a reason for life. And the financial education movement is just that. It is all three things. It is finances, it is educating you on those finances and your reason for you. And I want it to become a movement because I want this to be the norm. People need to know how their finances are impacting not only their lives, but the lives of their children and their community. I Do you feel that you don't have a reason to be here, or that you're not living a meaningful life? Because I've been there too. Like I said, I was homeless. I didn't know what to do. I felt like there was no reason for me to live. But Jeremiah 29:11 states that he has a plan for you. He knows the plan for you. And now I help Christians like you to know the steps to conquer that feeling, because it is not a good feeling when you're sitting an 8, 10, 12-hour work shift just dreading going to work the next day, because that's all you do. You go wake up, go to work, come home, sit on the couch, watch Netflix for a couple hours, go to bed, and repeat. That is not a purposeful or meaningful life. And I want you to realize that you can stop living stressed and start living blessed. Because if we don't have purpose in life, what's the point? We are literally just going around the earth, or going around the sun on earth, and it just seems pointless and meaningless, and we need to change focus. So, what you will get in the financial education movement, because it's not like anything else out there. So, you get 24-hour text access to me. That means if you have a question at 2 a.m., you can text it to me and I will get to it as soon as I am able. Unlike an email that you feel like goes 3 days and no one responds, and you don't know if they got it or not, but you literally text me and I am there for you. That is unlike any other course that I've witnessed. And I have done that because I want you to prosper. I want this to be excellent for you. Going into the next bullet point of what you get: monthly topics. So I go into depth in this in a couple more slides, but we need some extra time sometimes to comprehend and understand certain topics. That's why we spend an entire month on learning the specific topic, implementing it, and creating prosperity. In the financial education movement, we are here for you. I want you to understand a topic before going on to the next one. Because if you don't understand something and you just keep shoving stuff into your brain, it is going to get lost. And that is not the way to learn new things. And that's what this is. It is like learning to walk again or learning to read. It can get frustrating at times, and I don't want that burnout to happen because it is real. And with that, The first Monday of each month is our time to shine. It is going to be for you to ask questions and get answers. And depending on the month, there will be guest speakers and accountability connections, making sure that you are staying on track. I want this to be the best part of your month is getting that reassurance and confirmation that you are doing what you are supposed to be doing, and for you to see what all of that accountability goes into. Because did you know when someone holds you accountable, you're 95% more likely to accomplish your goal? There's actually a study done that proves that. And this is why I not only do the monthly coaching via Zoom, but there's also a free Facebook community that is only for the financial education movement family. And that means that other members of the community can all go in there. And if I'm not answering back, because life does happen, I am human. If I'm not answering your text message in a fast amount of time that you deem worthy, you can always post in the Facebook community and see what others are experiencing with that situation if someone else is going through it. Because we are all going through something that we can bounce off with someone else. And there is also, going into the next thing, the resource library. Have you read any financial journals or heard bankers talk? Because that's not for the faint of heart. It is sometimes over your head. And I mean, when people are talking about compound interest or high yields, what does that even mean? Well, it's actually easier than you think. And there is a whole library for you, and you can access that at any time. It doesn't matter where you are on your monthly anything, you can access that resource library, and it explains it all in normal people talk. Because, I mean, while none of us are really normal, the normal is that we're not. And the normal is that the average person does not know what to do with finances. Let's just be real. We've heard everything we should be doing, but how likely are you to actually do it? Do you know how to do it? And that's what the resource library is for. Then we have done for you templates. I have been in the finance industry and community for 9 years. I have learned some stuff. I have put most of it into budgeting templates and just savings templates. And all you have to do is take that template, plug in your numbers, and it will give you exactly what you need to know. You don't have to be good with numbers, because let's be real, numbers suck. It can look like ancient Egyptians sometimes, but I have created a template for everything you could ever think of. And if I haven't, let me know. I will create one for you. That is how much I want to see you succeed. And I want everything to be done right, and right for you, rather. So, I was talking before about each month is going to have a different topic. Well, here is that layout. So, month one, when you start, is going to be budgeting, because a lot of people say they budget, they say they follow a budget, but what does that entail to you? Because I used to think that I budgeted, but it was just having a number roughly in my head, and every day kind of being like, oh, I spent $20 today. Well, no, it was 23. And if you are not accounting for every penny or dollar that you are spending, then you are going to be off with that budget for the end of the month. So we spend an entire month, which seems excessive, but you know what? Each month goes into the next, because month two is going to be saving, And people tell me all the time that they do not make enough money to save. But when you open a high yield savings account, which is free, you can get up to mine right now is 5.95% yield in return. That means that if I was only putting $50 into a savings account each month, that by the end of 30 years, I would have $49,000, and only 17,000 of that would be money that I physically put into the savings account. The rest is free money. And that's something that you will learn in month 2. Month 3 goes into finding our purpose in life because, like I said, if you're stressed, then you are not focusing on being blessed. And God has a plan for you. Everything happens for a reason. You watching this right now is happening for a reason. And it could be that God is telling you to focus on your finances, to create a purpose in life. Because if you are just watching Netflix or doom scrolling on Facebook, then that is not going to benefit you in the long run. And I want that for you. I want you to benefit in the long run. I believe that we need so many more purpose driven people to change things in the world. And I want you to realize that your life does have meaning. God did not create you to sit on the couch. So, month 4, financial goal setting, because you can't find where you're heading towards if you don't have that blueprint and roadmap. If we had gone on our 4,000-mile road trip last year without Google Maps or any kind of map, we would not have ended up where we had planned to go. I mean, maybe eventually, just like if you say you can do this on your own, you most certainly can. You definitely can. But how long is it going to take you? How much time are you going to waste when you could just get this course and fill in the blanks on those templates that are done for you and realize your true potential in the matter of a week? Because I've had clients that their whole lives have changed in the matter of a week. Month 5 is investing. If you have always told yourself that the stock market is scary, all those plus and negative numbers, red and green, what does it mean? I am going to tell you in easy to understand lingo. And again, normal people talk, because investing is not terrifying. And if you want to create financial freedom that everyone is talking about, it's not by having a drop shipping company or affiliate marketing. It is ultimately to invest. The wealthy invest. I want you to learn how to invest. And it's not just day trading, which I don't keep up with day trading. I don't have time for that. I don't make time for that. So I want to show you how to do generational wealth through investing. Month 6 is going to be implementing the first 5 months. So it is going over how each month goes into the next and how you can do each month separately. Because if people are coming in, say at month 5, and investing, well, even the implementing kind of gives the rough over and they can just get it next time around. So, retirement, whether you are 25, 35, 45, 55, or 59 and you're planning on retiring in 6 months, at what point do you start retirement funding and what retirement fund is best for you? Because if you only have a 401k and you're planning on a pension, you are not going to make it long in retirement. That is one of those memes that is based on my retirement. I could last for 10 minutes. So I teach you how to retire comfortably. Understanding credit, because credit score is different than your credit report. A credit score is the outside shiny number where the report is the roots. If your report is crap, then you probably don't have the best score. But, we go over that and I go into depth about talking about how you can build that credit up. Because when I was homeless and after multiple relapses and everything, my score got down to under 500. Now, right now, it is almost 800. So it can be built back up. Just because your score is crappy does not mean that you will not be able to accomplish what you want with your credit. Month 9, understanding insurance. Because when I started looking further into financial, I didn't know that there was a difference between term and life insurance. I thought that you got life insurance and then it worked until you died. But I learned that if you have term life insurance and you outlive that, you're screwed. That's a bunch of money that is no longer available to you. So we go over life insurance and different insurances because that is something that is important, and you can learn how to borrow against your death benefit, which that whole thing probably makes no sense to you, but it will after month 9. And another implementing month is month 10, because retirement, credit, and insurance, those are big topics. Those are not to be taken lightly, and you need to know how to do those and implement them into your life and how they fit into your life, which goes into month 11 for generational wealth. God has put in the word that you want to be living for future generations. You want to prosper and give down what you have accomplished in this life. And I want to help you to help your children's children times 5. So, generational wealth is a very important biblical aspect. I mean, if we're only thinking about ourselves, and people say all the time, well, you can't take your money to the grave with you, so spend it. Well, you can't take it to the grave with you, but you can pass it along to your family, your children and children's children, and so on, so that they have a prosperous life and an easier way to begin. Which, if you look up the Vanderbilts and that whole situation, you want to learn how to create generational wealth and how to guard that against future dumbass generations. Sorry for the language, but it's true. And month 12 goes into the next steps and just how to accomplish where to go from here and what to do. And without that, I mean, again, goes back to the goal setting of how can you get somewhere if you don't know how to get there. So, done for you templates. Here's a couple examples that I give you. I help you fully understand goal setting. And I mean, if you haven't downloaded my free meal planning and budgeting bundle, that is again free. It is everything you could ever want when going to the grocery store. It is a godsend. I use it every time I go to the store. And then on the far right is one of 9 for the overall financial budgets. And that is so in depth, but I also do it that it's easy to understand. I do it in words that anyone can understand. A fifth grader can understand it. And that is what we need with the done for you templates. I'm not giving you something that you're not going to understand. I am helping you to get through finances in an easy, done for you manner. because I wish when I had started doing this that someone had just handed me all of this stuff and like, here you go, and then explained it to me, because when you're starting this, it is like a foreign language. My financial education movement resource library includes a glossary of terms that, unless, like I said, unless you went to school and got an MBA in finance, most of you are not going to understand the wording that bankers and the financial bros talk about. That's why I created the glossary for terms that are most used, such as compound interest and yield versus interest, and just things that you want to know, that you should know when it comes to finances. I teach you how to keep up with the big boys. You can have a conversation with people in finance and the stock market, and I give you recommended reading list. I read on average about 30 books a year. I tried upping it to a book a week for 2024, but that's proving to be difficult just because life happens. I understand it. We understand it. Life happens. But I have compounded a reading list for you for doing whatever you want. And it's done in ways that are different categories. So, reading list for investing or reading list for savings. I have it all. My financial blog. Are you part of the Money Mastery for Her vlog on Facebook? Because I drop some pretty powerful content for free in there, and it is part of the resource library. I have financial calculators in there, calculators for budgeting and calculators for savings, retirements, at what part, if you want to have $1 million saved for retiring, what does that equal per month that you will need to save? And credit resources, how to get your credit up, how to build that report, how to save for loans, because you need that credit to get a loan. When people say that they don't have any credit cards or they don't have any debt, that terrifies me more than when you have debt, because it's saying to loan officers and brokers that you have no credit history, that they don't know how you handle credit, and they probably won't give you a credit card or a loan or a mortgage because you don't have that history. So that's scarier than having debt, in my opinion. And so you know that the course right now is open. It is live. You can go sign up, which I, for the first time, am offering a 30-day full 100% money back guarantee. If you don't love it within 30 days, I will give you your money back. But to sign up, the cart closes on Sunday. Sunday evening, the cart is closed. This course is not taking any more clients, and it might actually close before Sunday because I am only allowing a limited number of people in. Because just like I don't want you to get overwhelmed, I know my limits, and I am offering one-on-one calls monthly for however long you are part of the Money Mastery for Her family. That is something I have not done either. Normally, I charge $600 an hour for one-on-one calls with me. So just think about that. You're saving $600 a month because you are signing up for this. And just so you know that the special bonus offer of the one-on-one calls with me, that ends Friday. So if you sign up between now and Friday, you will get monthly one-on-one calls with me. In that call, I will discuss anything pertaining to finances that you want. It doesn't have to be just that month's topic. So if it is month one for budgeting and you want to talk about investing or retirement, it is on your it is on you. So I want you to take advantage of that. Like I said, $600 an hour value for you for free just by signing up by Friday. And you have no obligation and no worrisome about if this course doesn't work for you because you get a money back guarantee as long as you cancel before 30 days. So, with that, women like you in my community are prospering from my money mastery for her coaching. And while this is a brand new course, my clients overall have noticed just within the first week or two such a difference in their lives. And just like Alyssa in the middle here, I just had a one on one call with her on Sunday, and the amount of changes in her life just in the last couple months is outstanding. Like it blows even my mind, and I'm the one that created this course. So I am actually doing a recorded interview with her on Friday talking about how her life has changed from my coaching. And it is going to be, I know it's going to be transformational because, like I said, I had a one on one with her on Sunday, and just where she is right now compared to where she was 3 months ago, it's amazing. And I love that course and it's amazing, but the financial education movement is even more mind blowing, and I cannot wait for you to experience it. So, getting into some questions about the course, one major one is, how can I learn finances if I'm not good with numbers? Well, that's why I have those done for you templates, because it is something that I believe needs to be addressed. That finances, everyone seems to think they are so difficult. It is not. As long as you can type in a number into a piece of paper or an app, you can do this. If you know how to sign into your email, you can do this. It is the simplest format I have ever created. I know for a fact, because of my other clients, that this works. And you don't have to be a mathematician to be able to prosper with finances. All you have to do is have a want for change, because that's really all there is to accomplish in life, is needing that change, wanting that change. I know change is scary. Getting out of your comfort zone is scary. Turn your mess into a message, and I want to help you help yourself. Like I said, you don't have to be good with numbers. You don't need to be a mathematician. You don't need to be have an MBA in finances to make this work for you. And I teach you exactly step by step how to do this. I also hear a lot of, well, I grew up poor. I didn't have any of this knowledge or teaching or stuff like that. And that's why I am teaching you now, because our past does not dictate our future. We do not have to live in the past. And when you live in the past, that's when depression creeps in, or anxiety about the future, because you think the future is going to be a repeat of the past. And that's not true. That is not how this goes. So you do not need to have that wealthy background to conquer your finances. And I want this to transform your life. And I know it will. I can't wait to see how it does, because together we can conquer this economy and get you where you never thought you'd go, because these steps that you are about to take in this course are going to take you somewhere that you never thought even was possible. God is going to show you through my course how to create meaning in your life when you thought there wasn't any, and how to get to where you want to go financially. Because people always say that only the rich and wealthy can change anything in the world. And I want to ask you why you think that that is not you. Why do you think you cannot become rich and wealthy to change the world? Because I know God has put it on me that I will change the world. And that starts with this course, because I know this course is the best thing in the financial community at the moment, because I haven't seen anything else like it. And I want you to create purpose in your finances so that we can build, because the world is a scary place right now. There are so many things coming against us, and the devil is real and the devil is a liar. You can learn finances and you can prosper in life. And if you click on that money mastery for her.myclickfunnels.com/storefront and sign up today, like I said, the transformation is going to be real. It is going to blow your mind. And I cannot wait to see that for you.